Hey y'all, welcome back to the Brandy Yvonne channel. Of course, I'm your girl, Brandy Yvonne. Here at my channel, we do fun reviews, recaps, and discussions of all of our favorite shows. We gotta talk about OWN's Saturday night show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is season 9, episode 1, Tropical Stormy. Before we get into it, don't forget to please hit that subscribe button for your girl. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you share the video or you like to share your videos, and let me know what y'all thought of this episode. Make sure you got the bell notifications on. Make sure y'all checking the community tabs. Make sure y'all doing everything y'all should be doing out there. Okay. No, thank y'all for just continuing to support me. As y'all know, I'm in the doctorate program, so I've been busy. I didn't even know Love Marriage Huntsville was coming back. I was like, I don't know how I figured it out last night. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, Love Marriage Huntsville's back. I was not ready for the mess. But here we are, y'all. So we got to talk about it. I don't know how it's season 9. I don't know. I don't know, but that's what my TV says, season 9, episode 1. So that's what I'm writing. If y'all got something else, that's fine. We are basically, and shout out to y'all. Y'all still getting in the comments. Y'all are still subscribing. Y'all are still supporting your girl. So that just motivates me to just stick with YouTube and not give up. Despite the busy schedule now with school. Child, I got an assignment that was due at 8 o'clock. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Nah, they don't be tripping like that, y'all. Or I would have did it, trust me. But anyway, um, let's get into the episode real quick. So basically, it left off or picked up where they left off with this fight at the table, and Destiny got up, and I think Sharita or somebody was sitting shouting, "Sit down, sit down." So Destiny was like, she trying to stop to leave. She said she wasn't trying to stand up to charge at Mel. And Mel was like, well, you was coming at me. You was coming at me. And she's like, no, I was trying to leave the room, the building. So when she went outside, though, before that happened, she had went outside, and Stormi, I think Stormi and Tisha went out there with her. And Stormi was like, I feel like you trying to get out your emotions and you're real passionate in that moment. Like, say what she did that hurt you. And then Destiny said whatever she said in that moment. And Stormi was like, okay, well, say that. And so, because Destiny didn't like the fact that Mel was up there lying about teaching Coleslaw to cheat, which she did say she did that. They played the receipts, remember y'all? But anyway, so Stormi said in a confessional, she feels like Stormi, people just be passionate, not Stormi, but Stormi said about Destiny in the confessional. Anyway, the girls went back into the restaurant. Um, I think Destiny and Mel did kind of continue their conversation. They tried to. And Mel didn't like what Destiny said about her doing the teaching Martell to cheat and all that. And Destiny tried to say, what she was hurt by. And I think at that point she tried to bring up the whole thing with, spraying my name and saying that I was possibly with Martell. But then Mel was like, she didn't want to have the conversation no more. She was tired. She was hungry. I was like, girl, you didn't eat at the restaurant? But anyway, she wanted to go back. And so then teacher's like, okay, we trying to open communication and this is not fair. And it wasn't fair. So anyway, the girls go outside and there's a bunch of more chaos and conversation. I was like, child, this trip is exhausting me. So at some point, I'm trying to remember all the side conversations because at some point we saw Destiny pull Stormi aside. And I feel like somebody else got pulled aside before that, though. I don't know if it was Mel and Destiny or somebody else. Destiny and Stormi pulled each other aside. No, not Destiny and Stormi. I'm sorry. Sunny. Destiny pulls Sunny aside. It's too many people, y'all. Destiny pulls Sunny aside and, wanted to have a talk with her. And Sunny's like, to this day, I still don't dislike you. I like you. I just want to apologize that my joy has caused you pain. And I never wanted to do that. I never intended it for it to be like that. And she's just giving all this stuff. And Destiny's like, I still feel like you're not being real. I still feel like you're not being real. And Destiny's thing is like, no, she feels like Sunny's not being honest because Destiny's like, why did you downplay our relationship? And she was like, no, I feel like we were working towards, maybe we was about to be friends, girl. I don't really know. And so that's Destiny's thing. Destiny's thing is like, girl, why are you playing down our friendship? And she's not here for that. So Destiny wasn't really accepting of whatever apology that Sunny was trying to give in that moment. Um, Somebody else I thought had another confrontation, but I know for sure Sharita told Letitia, "Come on, Ops, let's get in the car. Come on, Ops, let's get in the car." And so, no, I think Mel and Sharita were talking about whatever happened with Destiny first, and Mel's like, "I can't, really rock with her and all that." And then at some point, Sharita's like, "Come on, Ops, let's get in the van. Come on, Ops, let's get in the van." So then Letitia blew up. She's like, "No, you gonna this the last time you finna call me the Ops? Like, you don't know me like that. Like, stop calling me the Ops. What am I doing to make you think I'm the Ops? I am not the one or the two." So they was kind of getting each other's face. So Kimmy intervened. She's like, "Hold up, hold up, hold up," because she was like, "Sharita, I see the look on your face," because Sharita could see that, or Kimmy could see that Sharita was about to escalate to 10 because Letitia was on 10, right? And she was like, "No, don't do that." And Kimmy said in confessional, her thing is start at the beginning. Like, don't like you the one like causing the issue by calling this girl the op, so don't get mad at her when she reacts to it. Like, start at the beginning, which is true. And so Sharita's like, "What you want me to call her? How about you call her by her name, Sharita? How about you call her by her name?" And so she was like, "Well, I don't know what to call her. She the messiest girl on this trip. Don't act like she ain't the messiest girl on this trip." Sharita, get in the van, child. Letitia had it up to here with all that. She had it up to here with all that. Um, so the girls are all pretty, everything's pretty heightened. They get back. I think it's some arguing, fussing outside the van, child. I don't know. They end up going back to the house. They get in the house. Destiny lets us know she got a therapist and a life coach and everybody on speed dial to help her not go to jail in St. Thomas. Thank you, Destiny, because you already got mug shots down in Huntsville, girl, and we don't need you to have none in St. Thomas. So, and I'm gonna try to make this quick, y'all, because I got food coming. Okay. So anyway, they get in the house and Destiny, I guess, is walking by Mel up the stairs or something, and she mouths to her sorry. And then Mel's like, "It's gonna be okay, baby. We're gonna talk it out. We're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be all right. Life goes on." And so I hated that Destiny apologized in that moment. Oh, I hated it. Now Destiny in her confessional said she didn't apologize for what she said. She apologized that she had to go there and say that. Like, basically, she apologized for going for the jugular, going low. Now back in the room with Sharita, and then Mel told Sharita, like, "Oh, that Destiny just apologized to me." And she was like, "That's what she want to always do, start some mess and then, apologize later." I think she might have said that in early confessional. But anyway, she was just saying to the girls, like, "I can't even trust nothing she said because of her saying the, respectful cheating thing and all that." And she was like, "Now you're gonna come apologize." And I knew that Mel was going to weaponize that apology against Destiny. That's why I wish she did not apologize. Also, we haven't heard Mel apologize to Destiny not one second, not at all in this whole episode. We haven't heard Mel apologize to Destiny. Destiny apologized to Mel twice in this episode that I recall. So, Destiny girl, you could have kept them apologies because you're not going to get the same energy back. You said what you said, stand on it. Anyway, Destiny and Tisha were outside talking and saying, it was a long night. It was a lot going on, all that good stuff. Okay, so then I think the next day, side note, there was a scene with Maurice talking to Maurice Jr. and helping him do his football drills and figuring out what college he want to go to since Kimmy's away. Maurice can't cook. He's telling him, you need to do good with either your academics or your football because that's the only way you go into college. Because he basically told him you on your own for college. And I'm like, Maurice, you ain't gonna pay for his college. Not with the love of Marriage Huntsville chicks. What we doing? Because he was telling 90% of them kids that go to your school already got away, so you need to make a way. So anyway, and then he said he might want to go to A&M or Texas or somewhere, Florida State, and maybe California. Come on down to Cali, little Maurice. And then he talking about he following to Cali because a girl he met on Instagram. Anyway, back to the trip. That was the only scene outside the trip we got. Anywho, it was like put in the middle of the episode, child. So anyway, then we do see the girls, I guess the next day they went to do ATVs, and so it wasn't like the real ATVs where you be like off road and stuff. It was like those spider looking, I don't know, it was those spider looking cars or something. I don't know what you call them. Anyway, Mel went with her friends in the first group. Kimmy said they divided it up just like they did in the meds. So then they were like on this top mountain view kind of thing where they could see the the three islands, like the man said. He kept saying three. I thought he was saying tree. I'm so sorry. I was like, Tree Islands. What is he saying? Then I realized he was saying three because he was like St. Thomas, St. Martin, St. Croix. I need to get all up in three over there ASAP. So then, so before Destiny and no, I think Destiny was there before Tisha and Kimmy and all them got there. Mel was bringing up the fact that, and I'm not sure if Sunny was up there yet either, but Mel was bringing up the fact that, Destiny, I appreciate you bringing up all the receipts you did. Basically, she was saying, Mel, girl, your receipts were receipting because now we can see clearly what Moses was saying. And she's like, so how do we move forward? And she was like, them moving back to St. Louis. So Mel was like, well, they ain't even moved to Huntsville yet. She's like, no, they in Huntsville. Moses in Huntsville more now than he was when he was with me. And they about to move to Huntsville. So, because the Mel's thing is like, now we can see, you may think, what Sunny did was wrong. We definitely see Moses wrong. So how we move forward. And so basically Destiny is like, them people can leave me the hell alone. That's how they can move forward. Everyone's looking at the view and all that good stuff. So then I think they took pictures, and then I believe the guy was explaining to them about the islands. And then I think Mel and Destiny did have a little sidebar. And Destiny said she did want to acknowledge Mel's pain in having to relive her hurt with Martell over and over again in the conversations. And so Mel acknowledged that. And so they said it's going to be an ongoing conversation. They decided to move forward. Then they're all having a good time. They're taking pictures, like I said. Mel says they're going to have dinner up there, I believe. And then Mel said, she just wants peace. She said this trip, she just wants everybody to move forward, have a good time, do what they got to do. And then Mel's like, I'm at peace, but then Destiny came back to more of a conversation. I'm like, Destiny's the time and the place, girl. And so Destiny said, she last night was the first time she even knew about all the things that Mel was actually heard about. And so Mel's like, well, you didn't know I would be hurt from you being on the phone with my ex who's talking bad about me, that joker. And so Destiny was like, I honestly didn't know. And so Mel's like, I had to tell you that. And so, but my thing is Destiny, Martell was Destiny's friend first. Like, that's not so cut and dry. And so, and Destiny made a good point episode. I forgot what part it was, about Mel needs to address the gray areas of her life and stop making it like everything is black and white. And I know what she means by that, and I do agree with that actually. So anyway, Destiny was like, okay, like I see what you're saying there, but the thing that bothers me is that you can't acknowledge the hurt that I have in this situation. And so Mel's like basically kind of over it, and she was like, also, you are saying things like I fooled around with Martell, and that's not true. Like, that's not true. That I fooled around with Martell, And so Mel's just sitting up there making faces like, girl, yeah. And so Destiny's like, what's with them faces? And she was like, Mel. She's like, Destiny. And so then Mel's playing dumb because she want to keep that storyline going. That's why. And I didn't like that. And so Destiny's like, I haven't fooled around with Martell. And so Mel's like, girl, like basically she wasn't even trying to have this conversation really. She's like, girl, we're gonna talk about it later. And she was like, but when you say things, they grow legs. And so Mel's like, yeah, let's talk about that. When you say things, they do grow legs. Like the time at the Madani reopening, she said in the confessional, when you addressed my mom and you told her to stop pimping out her daughter, like, why did you say that? Now, why are you bringing up something from 3-4 seasons ago, Mel? First of all. Second of all, Destiny, why the hell did you say that? And Destiny's explanation of why she said it didn't even make sense. Destiny didn't give her an explanation in the moment, which I wish she would have. But in the confessional, she basically felt like every time Mel's doing wrong, the people around her, like her mom, don't hold her accountable for it, and that's like being a pimp because Mel's mom is eating off of Mel. That's not really what a pimp is, but okay, girl. Like, you could explain that better in the moment, in my opinion, Destiny, but girl, I guess. But this was so irrelevant because, like, when we're having a conversation about something in this moment, don't bring up a moment from 5 years ago that don't got nothing to do with what we talking about, because they really don't. Like that Miss Van thing, Miss Val, whatever mama name is, don't have nothing to do with what was going on with Mel and Destiny. Absolutely not. Anyway, I think then eventually the girls sit down for dinner. And Mel brings up a conversation that she had with Kimmy because Kimmy says she likes traveling with the guys better. She said because the guys, they could break up the tension with the women. The guys are there. They like to joke around. It's fun and all that. And basically, Kimmy want her dingaling right there, okay? Because she's like, we gotta sit here and watch. And Tisha pointed out too, we gotta sit here and watch her be all over this island boy, and we just sitting here. And they like, this not fair. And so that's where Kimmy coming from. And Mel's like, I disagree. We just, we had a lot of disagreements on this trip, and we moved past them as women, and we came together, and blah blah blah. And like, I see Mel's point, I see Kimmy's point. I'd rather do a group trip where I can hang out with the girlies and then get into bed with my man. So I feel you on that, Kimmy. Okay. We get to a certain point, we don't want to travel with the girlies all the time. Okay, we did all that in college and when we were single. Now we want to travel with our men. But Mel ain't got no man, so it's different for her. And that's no shade. That's no shade. She's on the other side of things. Nothing wrong with that. So Sharita decided, and then Destiny was dying to sit by Mel for some reason. And when Destiny came back to the table, she's like, "Oh, Destiny, you're right on time. We're just about to pop the bottle." So I was like, "Is y'all friends or not?" I'm so confused. Are y'all friends or not? And Sunny felt like it was just so high school that Destiny was dying to sit by Mel and running up under her. I don't know if it was high school, but it was very much weird. Kimmy was like finding that it was funny, saying it was like old times. Yeah, that was weird. Sharita apologized to Letitia for calling her the ops, and she said she's gonna be humble. And she said, "You don't know me. I was just joking." And Letitia said, "I should have told you the first time when it bothered me instead of letting it build up." I don't think Sharita was playing at all. Every time she said that, the only time to me I took it as a joke is when she's like, "Come on, ops, let's get in the van." That's the only time she said it in a light way. The other time she said, maybe the first time at the table was half a light. When she said it on the beach, she was dead serious. And then when she said it the second time at that dinner from the previous episode, she was dead serious. Now, when she said it totally in the van, she was a little lighter about it. But it wasn't no joke. It was a joke that had a lot of truth in it. So I'm glad she did apologize, and Letitia did accept it. Okay. So then Ms. Nell brings up the whole Sonny tried to give apology to the whole group about the Moses thing. Destiny did not reply. She did not accept. Everybody's like, that's good, that's good. She was like, I would never want to, hurt another woman or steal another woman's joy and do all this and da da da. Destiny was not buying it. Destiny's like, you only apologizing because they was roasting you at that table. Because Sonny was like, everybody was attacking me at the table. And so those receipts really receded because they had everybody, even Mel, side eyeing Sonny. And that's why Sonny's trying to be on this apology tour, because now nobody's really on your side. Everybody's looking at you cray because it's crazy. Because it's crazy, Sonny. And you were foul. That's why we're looking at you like that. And thank you, Destiny, for those receipts because they receipted. Anyway, moving on, Miss Nell brings up, because Miss Nell finally had to clock into this episode because she was on mute. I almost forgot Miss Nell was there. And Mel's other friends, I ain't seen them. I think they're there. Are they there? Let me know in the comments. So Ms. Nell's like, you know what, man? I want to apologize for what I brought up about the millimeters. That time I called you, it was before the trip. I called her and said, the millimeters saying this and this about me and this and this. And you know what? You don't have no control over that. And so Destiny's like, no, she doesn't, but she can still say something about it. And so Ms. Nell's like, but she don't want to lose her fans. She don't lose her friends. Y'all just stop bringing up the millimeters because they're irrelevant. Y'all giving them more life than they need. Y'all really are. Because they're a non-factor. They're gonna do what they do. They want to be on the show. If they want to be on the show so bad, they want to be Mel's biggest fan so bad, let them. Excuse me, y'all. So anyway, sorry, y'all. I do not like to burp on camera or nothing like that, but it just came out. Anyway, so Destiny's like, but you could still say like, take a stand. And so Tisha's like, yeah, because they be coming at people's businesses and all that. So Sharita and Mel's like, well, how do you know? And they're like, they're self-proclaimed. Tisha's like, they didn't came in my business and made a video at my cigar lounge. And Stormi's like, yeah, they've been making videos saying they're not gonna buy these products because Stormi don't like Mel and all this stuff. And so they're like, but how do you know it's them? How do you know it's them? And so Sharita gonna say Beyonce doesn't dress her friends. Stop putting Beyonce and Mel in the same conversation, first of all. So again, Stormi and Tisha are like, well, these people are self-proclaimed. They're saying who they are, and they're doing these things. And so Stormi's like me, like it's different for me. Like my mom says she don't like you, but I tell her that's not right, and I take a stand. And she's like, no, you can't control these people, but you can take a stand. And so she was like, yes, people do that all the time. Selena Gomez says she is not with y'all going against Hailey Bieber with all that drama. Like Beyonce takes a stand, says she does not stand for this stuff. And so Stormi is like, you could, say something to address your friends. And Mel says she ain't got to say a mother effing thing. And that's pretty much where the show ended. I think it's gonna be to be continued probably. I can't remember if they showed it on the screen or not. But I think we got another episode of this trip. This is the longest girls trip ever. It didn't carry across 2 seasons. Y'all let me know what you think with the whole thing of Mel taking a stand or not. Mel cannot control the millimeters. She has no control of them. Does she have to take a stand? No. Is she required to take a stand? No. Would it look better if she took a stand? Yeah. And Mel did say, you guys agreed to come on it. They broke the fourth wall as they always do, which I don't mind. You guys agree to come to the show, be on this platform. Of course, you're gonna have scrutiny. She says she don't say nothing to the fans even when they coming at her. But you do get in your lives and address things, Mel. And you know what the fans are doing. I didn't like the playing oblivious and I didn't know what's going on. The fans are doing what? Like, how do you know it's them? They doing what? I didn't know the fans was doing that. Girl, yes, you did. Yes, you do. You know exactly what the fans are doing. And I feel like it fuels her. And I feel like she could take a stand. No, she's not required to. No, she can't control them. No, she don't have to. But she can say, hey, y'all, I'm not here for anyone going against them in that way. Because these people are psycho. The people who are doing these things, running up in businesses and saying, I'm not going to buy products because you don't like Mel, that's stupid. If the product working for you, then what does it matter? And now I'm going to try to say, oh, well, these things are things that were going on wrong with the businesses prior to. And I know that for a fact with Stormi and Tisha, but these millimeters are still doing that. That doesn't negate the fact. So again, let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Do you think Mel should take a stand? I think she should say something. No, she's not required to. No, she can't control them. But I think it would be nice if she said something because it does look like you letting the millimeters do your light work. That's kind of what it looked like to me. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments or how you see it. Let me know how y'all think this new season is going to be so far. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye.